Got some pretty good lightning here earlier. Looks like that storm's heading off to the east. Pretty cool looking. Hey Caitlin, how you doing? Watching this storm head across to the east. Hey Dwarf. This is the pre-baked broiler we're going to get tomorrow, 93. Doing pretty good, Caitlin. Hey Linda. Tell you the truth, I wish it was like this all the time. I like it when it's like this. I'm gonna go work out today. Yeah, hey Superwoman, how you doing? Man, I'll tell you, I haven't taken one in a long time, and I never spent any time working on them. I mean, I've always, when I see an IQ test, I'll take it, or if you see one in a paper, something like that. I do pretty good on them, but it also depends on, what the crux of the test is, what they're looking for. I mean, I think one of my better skills is writing, but I don't get a chance to use it too much any longer. And I for the hell of it the other day, took a analytical reasoning test. I think I'm retarded. I bet I didn't get one right. I didn't even want to grade myself. It was so bad. I've taken those before where you get the squares, the rectangles, the circles, that kind of thing. I mean, it was like a Beavis and Butthead episode. I shit you not. I'm looking at this stuff, and it looks like you would have just taken a giant pocket full of change and threw it on a table in front of a chimp. I thought, my God, I can't believe I'm this bad at this. So I don't know whether I've gotten dumber. They say that part of your brain doesn't continue to develop after you're young, or I was just never had one that difficult. But whatever the reason, I ordered a logical reasoning book today off eBay. I mean, I'm not kidding you. This thing, it was not only were the shapes different colors, they were pointing different ways, they were different symbols. I looked at that thing for about 5 minutes and I thought, I don't have the faintest fucking idea what you're talking about. Then of course I panicked, and I'm sure I just flew through the rest of them because, I was about ready to have a damn anxiety attack. And as I'm taking the test, of course, I'm running out of time. I mean, I had everything happen but someone putting a double-barrel shotgun to my forehead. I thought, man, I have to improve in this. Although, in fairness to the test originators, that's always my joke. The people that don't test very well are the stupid ones. So I'm going to try and practice on a little bit. Although, in fairness to the test originators, I remember when I was studying for my pilot's license, and they used to have it's called a VOR hold, and it's how and I did pretty well on everything except that. And I did do well on that, but I think I studied more than most people did. Because I was looking, you had to enter this VOR hold. Look it up on Google. And how you entered the pattern from one angle, and if it was a left hold or right hold, that kind of stuff. And I did finally get it down, no problem. But I do think, and I don't have anything to base this on except this test I took the other day, that I might just be weak in that area. Holy shit. Glad that's not in the driver's test to be walking the rest of my life. The questions that I ordered a book to improve. I hope it's possible. Shit. Get an MRI, find a big giant chunk of gray matter in there that they can't explain. Well, I can explain it. It's tissue that doesn't work. Yeah, I should do more of that kind of stuff anyway. I'll tell you another thing. I don't know, Superwoman, you ever fooled around with, if you had to just right out of the chute grade your reading comprehension, where would you put it at? And 10 being the best and 0 being the worst. Yep, there's my girl. She gets to ride along today because it's cool out. Where would you place your reading comprehension, Superwoman? Just throw something out there. You too, Linda. How about you? I mean, it's kind of an open-ended question because I can't expect you to read what you'd read. Would you really? You really think it's that high, Superwoman? Is that because you just read well and comprehend a lot, or you've worked at it, or you're full of shit? For sure, huh? Did you take the GMAT or the GRAT or the MCAT or the LSAT or any of those? You know, I went online and did some practice ones, and I'm not kidding you. Like, oh, okay. Did you take any of those entrance or aptitude tests before? I'll tell you one thing. When I do the practice tests, just the, ones you find online or whatever, like if you were, if you went in the middle of your forehead, between your nose and your hairline, and went up to the very top of your head, and then moved your finger like 2 inches over, I swear to God, there's something going on in there when I'm practicing these tests, that part of your brain. I'm afraid to look that up too. It's probably supposed to be on the other side. God. Old U of M. Here we go. These people will do anything for U of M. Oh, 50 will. Well, happy birthday, Linda. Happy birthday to you. These girls will get pissed. I videotape them. Hey! Yeah, today's a perfect day. Maybe 73 out. It's humid, but the temperature's low, so it doesn't matter. You know, I've told you guys before, I've weightlifted my whole life. And I did do cardio a lot. I played basketball big time till I was 50. And then I thought, I'm not going to do this any longer. Last thing I need is a damn ACL tear, a meniscus, or medial collateral ligament or something like that. So I just quit doing it. But anyway, I started doing it in January. And I got up to a half hour of intense cardio now. Turn, you fucking moron. Go! And man, has it really helped. I mean, I lost about 3 inches on my damn, hey Tomcat, on my waist. And I can get into shorts that and I never really thought I was overweight, but I guess I was. And here's how the weight comes off, I've noticed. My butt, sides, my face, and then my waist. I've really cut down on calories too. It's mainly the cardio. Oh, great, Stephanie. I'm glad you like it. Yeah. Hope my honesty does. I tell people all the time, you got to, that old honesty can come back and haunt you too. So I'm at the age now where it can't haunt me too bad, but I may not be so liberal in my talking if I was starting out in a career. So I can afford to be honest now. Yeah, Caitlin, I haven't had inner problem. I got to smoke and speed when I'm at home. This chat thing's kind of iffy sometimes. What's that, Steven? I didn't catch out what you said. I know holding this phone made my shoulder sore the other day. Glad to have you, Stephanie. Just some people wrote some really nice, well-written posts this morning about, these people with drug issues. I mean, the way I look at it is, you'd never go up to somebody in a restaurant, tap them on the shoulder and say, hey, you know what? Way older than 32. Or, God, you look terrible. But they figure it's just a shooting gallery when people have drug issues and I upload a video about them that it's open season. I don't look at it that way. It's rude. So I'm looking forward to my logical reasoning book in the mail. I didn't get to read that comment Steven posted. What did he say about somebody holding a gun to his head? It only comes up for a few seconds, plus I'm driving, so I miss a lot. Superwoman too, there's a lot of I'll show it to you. There's a lot of ways to be fit too. They used to have that commercial on TV where a lady, really pretty older woman, was walking out and collapsed, and then it showed her cholesterol readings. It's kind of true. I mean, you never know by looking at somebody. I mean, you kind of do. Wow. That's felonious assault. I hope he called the cops on him, unless he really needed the job. And then you just couldn't do that because it'd be game over. Actually, after I pull into the health club, I'm going to sign off for today, and then I think I'm going to call that checking into a couple graduate programs on substance abuse. I'll tell you one thing I've noticed. I've been self-employed my whole life, and I'll tell you, they just don't want to hire people my age. I don't get a response from any of my resumes. Hey Stephanie, always good to have you. Thank you. Have a good day. I'm 63. Yeah, 63, yeah. I'd like to work 4 more years. I'd like to keep working past that, really. I like working. But you get penalized. If I collected Social Security now, they take $1 away for every dollar you make. Well, why would you work then? Or at 67, it doesn't matter. Yeah, still young, but not in the eyes of society. I hate being older. It was so much fun being young. Yeah, big time age discrimination. It really is. I don't care that much. I mean, I do a little, not a lot. I thought that in this day and age, before I started looking around for a job up here, that they would be looking for people my age, to fill the quotas, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah, old sucks. I think the biggest single factor I hate about getting old is that there's not any of me left that's naive. I'm not naive enough to think that I'm going to meet the love of my life, or, just find true happiness, or find the perfect home, or the perfect place to live in. I got an idea. I'm pretty close to what I'm going to end up with. I had a great young life. This hasn't been so hot. But that's all right. I don't have that much left of it. It could be worse, and I'll tell you why it could be worse. I could be 30. I look around now at what it costs to go to college. Hey, hey, Demonors, what's going on? Hey, Wayne. 51, yeah, all right. I mean, to me, once it seems like you get past 30, it doesn't really matter much, unless your health starts to go south. "28, Case, and you're just a spring chicken. Happy belated birthday." Good for you. See that one famous YouTuber smack the back of a truck on her scooter in England. Lights out. You know, my eyesight hasn't changed, and I don't think it's changed hardly at all in 30 years. I'm just as blind now as I was then. 34, all right. Yeah, if it starts out shitty, it can't get as worse as it would be for somebody that had 20/20. This is the main drag of our town. I can leave this plugged in. You guys can just drink yourself into an oblivion. Daisy's having a good day. Aren't you, hon? Yeah, you too, Superwoman. I'll be happy with just an average day. No disasters. Thank you. You too. Yeah, I mean, I probably have an older version. It's actually a prep for the LSAT, but I looked at the ratings, and that seemed to be the better one. They're all kind of the same, you know, those symbols and stuff like that. You think so, Caitlin? Wait till you get older. I thought that too at 28. Hell, I had a hard enough finding it at 28, let alone getting older. Hello, Daisy. That's Daisy's resting spot. Daisy's a good. So you can see Daisy. See how muscular she is in the chest, bow-legged. I mean, you don't notice that because I don't get her looking at your front sometime. She's got a real broad, muscular chest. See how big her legs are? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, you're right, Caitlin. I think a lot of it has to do with how you're raised. I grew up with a couple kooks, dysfunctional, pill-popping alcoholics. I've told psychiatrists before, it's amazing I made it this far. Yeah, Stephen, you know what it's like then. Yeah, she's a good dog. Daisy's a good dog. Daisy's got that big chest. See, can you see that? She's black. It's hard to say. Big bow leg and a broad chest. She's a good girl, Daisy. I gotta get that DNA test. Yeah, it's the way it goes. It's the way it goes. My whole family's nuts. You guys have probably heard me talk about my crazy nephew. I've mentioned to you before, my sister was the first single owner of McDonald's franchises. I don't blame you, DeMonors. And she made a ton of money. Single parent, had my nephew. Now, he's only 6 years younger than I am. But he was a spoiled brat, never worked. He's got they got kicked out of McDonald's because of him, because he was bouncing all the paychecks. 9 kids, none of them can read or write. Just got foreclosed on his house, filed for bankruptcy. Close to $3 million in judgments, and he's probably going to get charged with felonies for falsifying bank loan applications. And here he had it absolutely made. There's 11 people that any day now, this time that they've got an extension with because of this bankruptcy is over, they're going to have to vacate the property. I don't know what you do when you got 11 people. Oh, wow. So it's the old adage, be careful what you wish for. Just like Elvis Presley, if he'd have kept driving a truck, he'd probably still be alive. Yeah, she sits up there whenever the engine quits running. She knows it's time to relax. It's true, Caitlin. I believe that. Good old Daisy and the American flag. Hey, Billy. Caitlin, do you work or go to school or something? Yeah. Daisy's celebrating our country's heritage. I'll tell you what Daisy's waiting for. She's waiting for me to get the hell out of here so she can lay down. Daisy's going to sing the Star-Spangled Banner. Daisy, you going to sing the Star-Spangled Banner? Huh? You going to sing the Star-Spangled Banner? Oh, that's cool, Caitlin. You watch Forensic Files? I know you do. It's too bad that Peter Thomas died. He was 62, the narrator of Forensic Files. Man, without his voice, it's not that good. Just like American Greed. When Stacy Keach kicks the bucket, I won't watch it anymore. Narration really matters. Oh, okay, Caitlin. It's nice she asked you to take care of it. Oh, good. Yeah, he died quite a while ago. Peter Thomas. I'll tell you who was another great narrator was Paul Winfield on City Confidential. I still watch those on YouTube. Yeah, thanks, Billy. I mean, that's why I talk to him. Gives him just a 10-minute conversation of someone asking, how their life's going. Gives them a chance to vent, I guess. Hey, Michael. Yeah, I think he died 4 or 5 years ago. I like that guy's voice on the first 48 too. He's good. At first 48, I'm getting kind of bored with. You know, they get a lot of criticism. They said that the show targets uneducated blacks, which, you know, there's an argument for that. I mean, there'd be no show if people would get a lawyer and keep their mouth shut. It just amazes me how these people go into these rooms and just blab away and dot every I and cross every T and get life in prison without parole just because they didn't shut their mouths. Yeah, I've thought of interviewing people where I live. I don't know, it never seems to get around it. You know what's really wild? I just thought of this as you said that. Here I want to interview people where I live, and I don't know how to approach them. It's like if you're working the streets down in Southwest Detroit, I don't have any problem with it all, and they don't have any problem doing an interview. It's weird. I think it'd be the other way around. I like these impromptu chats where you're just not planning on it and you just have a nice conversation. People knock me for leaving this chat on people to talk. If they want to talk, fine. If they don't, that's fine too. Yep, the voice doesn't fit the show. Peter Thomas was great. He did a lot of voiceovers. Yeah, 92 I think he was. Yeah, I love chatting with the girls. I really do. Well, thank you, Michael. Yeah, I mean, it all depends. If you watch the interviews I do. It just depends on the circumstance. Like if you looked at, yeah, I love Bill Curtis. If you look at the last Tassie interview, it didn't last very long, and it didn't because I didn't really feel like interviewing her. I was just bummed to see her down there. So I just kind of cut it short. And, you know, Maddie and Gerald's basically now it's to give them $10 and to say hello. I mean, we pretty much know everything about their lives. Marguerite's always fun to talk to. Yeah, poor Monica. See, now Monica, hey, by the way, I mentioned this to you guys before. But you know that brother Nathaniel, the Jewish guy that converted to Christianity? YouTube canned his channel June 8th. But anyway, they really deleted most of his videos. It's funny because you can't tell the channel was deleted or is deleted when you go on there. But he uploaded to a new website, and you have to have it's by invite only, and you have to submit an application. So I submitted like a little mini application. It's not much, like maybe 5 lines. And I want to re-upload that video of Monica shooting up heroin with Mimi. Mendo Dope, his shirt says. He's got the old Shell gas station large coffee. You know, it's a crazy thought too. I was thinking last night, and kind of I'm sure it's not this way, but I wonder if like being homeless would be kind of cool for a while. Yeah, about half the women I interviewed are deceased. Something gets them: drugs, murdered, hit by cars, fentanyl and heroin. It's no bullshit. Like I said before, until I started interviewing these women, I never had video of someone that had died. Yeah, it's a high mortality rate for sure. And that's not to mention all the stuff you get if you live. You know, it's really super sad. Tassie's pregnant again. Hey, Catherine. Yeah, I don't think so, Superwoman. It's not happening. That addiction just takes over everything. I mean, in her mind, things are going well. Oh, sorry about that, Star. Yeah, if I went down there a million times over a 25-year period, I I wouldn't get interviews like angels and pennies ever again. I just don't think that I would. Yeah, you're right. Drugs make you think you're fine. Yep, and that down the road in some abstract kind of way, you're going to get better. Yeah, I tried that, Steve, and I got dropped off in Alaska by an airplane. Stayed out there 11 weeks. I didn't see anybody the whole time I was there. And I thought I was going to go absolutely batshit crazy after about a week. I'm not kidding you. I mean, bonkers for real. Yeah, I think that too, Star. They're like little girls in a way. Hey, old Tassie's a struggler. If you look at Tassie, if you Google her, I mean, you've probably found it anyway, so I'm not giving up something that you wouldn't know about anyway. You'll see where she's being photographed as a girl working the streets for the last 15 years. There's one shot of her in the railroad tracks, probably, I don't know how long ago it was. I mean, you just think the thoughts that goes through your mind on the father of the baby. Yeah, Monica is a beautiful young girl. Oh, really, Mark? 10 years? Okay. I saw some other ones that I haven't been able to find on the internet that are, they have to precede that date. Oh, yeah, Tassie, I really like Tassie. I'll tell you, it's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, on crack and off crack. She's living down in Taylor. Hey, speaking of that, Caitlin, did you see where Pernell Whitaker got hit by a car in Virginia and killed? The boxer? Yep, Dave Giordano. Yep. Yeah, I'm sure I looked at Dave Giordano's uh, good question, Superman. At Dave Giordano, when I first looked at his photographs, I looked at him and the way people look at me. It's like, is this cool or not? I mean, is this okay to do or not? Last night, got hit last night. She asked me to. I tell all those women that, it's whatever reason they have and they want those videos taken down, I take them down. Kelly's family asked me to take them down. Other families want me to leave them up. So I took them down. It's no big deal. It's an open invitation. I was a little late on that little live thing I did. They don't show up in my video panel like the movies. I forgot how I ended up figuring out that was still on there a day or two ago. But I hid the video. They come up in a different spot. It's weird. That live, like we're doing now, is kind of a mumbo jumbo mess. You never used to be able to go live at 2 locations for the same channel, but you can now. No, no progress. They had a Crime Stoppers $2,500 reward. I don't think it's going to be solved. And if I had to, I'd give you 3-to-1 odds. There's people down there who know who hit her. Believe it or not, that's a small community down there. The chances of someone being down there for the first time and not being known by someone and hitting Monica is pretty unlikely. It's possible, but I doubt it. I don't think they'll find her. I don't think they looked to who sold Angel the heroin with fentanyl in it, who bashed Penny's head in. Nothing. Yeah, you might get along with her. She's witty as hell. Now this guy walking across the street, they kick him out of the antique store all the time. I don't want to say anything's wrong with him, but oh, that's cool, Randy. Yeah, it's that Chinese fentanyl. You know, that's what got Prince and Tom Petty. Knockoff fentanyl. Yeah, Steven, that's credibility. No, nobody does care. Yeah, I don't know if he did or not. What's that lady got? Looks like an Easter bunny thing. What are those, flowers? Yeah, they got bouquets of flowers. I don't know where they got those. Nope, you're probably right. Hey, you know, I just found this out the other day. You know, there's a lot of suburbanites that come down to, hey Siska, that come down to that area, and guys like Gerald and stuff score heroin for them. So the suburbanites don't need to worry about getting their car impounded and getting caught by an undercover cop. You come down, you give $20 to Gerald, he goes and gets the heroin, brings it back, and then you go back to your suburb with much less risk. So essentially you're buying an insurance policy. This is a bad place to cross. This guy has been trying to cross ever since I saw him. He should cross at the light. In front of that Tim Hortons where I go, it's the worst road to cross in the summer anywhere. I tell people all the time, I'll see them trying to go over to Big Boy or Burger King. And I tell them, man, do not do that. Cross at the light. Bunch of left-hand turners, people never been there before. Heavy congestion. See this guy. This guy's primed to get run over. I'm in front of the health club in West Branch, Michigan. So he's going to cross here no matter what. This is not a good choice. You'd think a little town like this, but I'm telling you, man, it's easy to get whacked. See, he's got a winter coat on this summer. Oh, glad you slept well. Get some of that Remeron, Siska. Mirtazapine's cheap. I just got a 90-day supply. For me it is, because I break them in half. It's $24. Sleep like a baby. Stan Lincoln. No, I don't, Randy. I don't know him. I don't feel like working out today. I haven't felt like working out lately. I don't even know why I do, to tell you the truth. I can't believe that I do this much. This guy needs to go. He could have been at the light and crossed by now. You better run. Yeah, it's a good thing. I don't. Oh, good, Siska. Yeah, Catherine's a good conversationalist. I can't believe there'd be this many people on today, this time of day. I mean, if we had chats like this, I'd be on all the time. It's just doesn't seem to be that many people around, you know? Hey, Ron, how you doing? That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll do it. I'm here, so I will do it. Yeah, well, a lot of times, you get on there and oh wow, 750. Wow. No, I think the rain's gone. Yeah, I'd set up a day and do that. I'd do that. You guys can think of a time. It's fine with me. See, the wind just calmed down. That front's passed. See the flag now? Just hanging there like an old rubber. I think I ought to be a poet. Yeah, I don't get alerts like I should either. That's that part of my brain that they just can't test, Superwoman. You think I summed it up in just the minimum amount of words? West Branch, Michigan's where I live, Siska. There's an old gal getting ready to pull out. I mean, it's just hard to believe that someone could knowingly seek out and purchase a drug that was going to ruin their life. If everybody was out, starting a business and becoming a billionaire and it's because of heroin, that makes sense. But to see what heroin does and then try it, why? Knowingly wreck your life. Yeah, that's probably true, Mark. Yeah, you're right. It's the same with these damn pedophiles, man. I don't think they can help that shit. You see guys just ruin their entire lives over that stupid shit. They can't help it, man. They get on the computer and talking to cops and getting caught with this shit at work. They just nailed a University of Michigan doctor about a year ago. He's watching kiddie porn on a thumb drive at his work computer. Yeah, I'm like that, Caitlin. Yep. Yeah, you're right, Superwoman. There's a guy got his canoe on top of his trailer. Yeah, drugs, not porn. Porn's another one, man. That's really shaped the culture as well. Superwoman, what's your opinion on porn? Cisco, what do you think of porn? Yeah, she'll do that. And when I get in and start it up, porn's. I kind of look at porn like I do about eating meat. Like I'm not 100% thinking it's cool, but would I want there to be none? Hey, Carrie, how you doing? Just like eating meat, man. You look at like you can just put it out of your mind and eat meat, and then you can see how they're raised and they respond to like getting scratched on the ears and stuff, and you think, God damn. I mean, making a sandwich out of this. It's just one of those things, man. I don't think I'd ever be 100% comfortable with it. Then you think porn, it's like, oh, that's not that bad. Well, would you ever knowingly go to someone and say, I really think you should consider a career in porn? Hell no, you wouldn't. Yeah, well, your husband's lucky because I learned long ago the last thing to bring up to someone you were interested in would, hey, would you like to watch some porn? I don't want to watch it with anybody anyway. But it's one of those areas to where it's like the elephant in the room. Everybody goes to work and everybody's going to get fired if they catch you watching it at work. And everybody's watched it at home, no problem. It's just one of those areas like, is this cool or not? If people didn't watch it, there'd be no market. I feel the same way with that mixed martial arts. I like watching it, but god damn, is that violent. Those guys are going to have brain damage when they get older. Yeah, Star, right? Can't eat bacon, that's how I am. I'm the same way with veal. What's this guy doing? You can't park there. That's not parking. You see that area right there? Look at this cop. Oh, it's a funeral. God damn it, I need to pay attention. As my dad used to say, that person's going for their last ride. I never saw cars pull over on the other side of the road. Why? Seems like such a... Okay, Superwoman, you too. You're better off asking women how their day went instead of asking them if they want to watch some porn. They just think different. This seems like such a colossal waste of time. You're dead, and you spend all this money on a casket and a funeral. For what? Just take up badly needed space in the ground. I mean, if you went and said, hey, I'm going to spend $10,000 for this cherry wood recliner, people think you were nuts, but they don't think shit of spending that on a cherry wood casket. Yeah, see, that guy wasn't too bright. I'm glad you got rid of him. You got to be subtle in that stuff. He should have read poetry with you first and then asked you to watch porn. This must have been some cop in some kind of way. That or they got another call that I'm suicidal. I don't know who that was. Yeah, me too, Demonors. That's what I say. I'd be all for that. Caitlin, do you have a boyfriend now? Oh, no kidding. I've never noticed traffic stopping on the other side of the road. For what? Star, nah, just once. I wouldn't say they bothered me. There's a video of it on, if you scroll through my videos. It's titled, I Fought the Law and the Law Won. If you go in the search box. Oh, it sucks, Caitlin. Yeah, I think I'm a little bit of a marked man here. I mean, they're friendly to me, but it's kind of like the red-headed stepchild type wave. Yeah, I don't know who died. You know, I've never really been in complete agreement with. All right, Caitlin. I've never been in complete agreement with all these cop cars from all over coming to a cop's funeral and firemen and all that bullshit. Look, I know they do important jobs, but that's what you sign on for. Oh, am I single? You better believe it. With an exclamation point. Well, I'm still legally married, but I haven't lived with my wife in 21 years. She lives with her boyfriend in Florida. But I mean, these cops coming from all over taking a day off work. I mean, what about the pipe fitter, the plumber, the master craftsman? I mean, you sign on for that. It's just a person that died. I mean, it sucks and they get killed in the line of work, but it sucks when a roofer falls off a roof and dies. You don't see plumbers coming from all over. Yeah, it's true, Star. You're right. Yeah, that's the way I look at factory workers. Yep. I remember I started thinking around 35. I remember thinking, you know what? Hey, Cheney, I remember thinking, you know what? I don't think this relationship thing's for me. The light bulb really came on then. Have a good day, Siska. Yeah, you're right, Mark. That's the only good jobs up here around here now, government jobs. Yeah, enjoy being single. I mean, yeah, I don't think I could be married. I didn't really want to get married the first time. I don't know if enjoy is the right word. I think it works better for me. Oh, great, Cheney. Glad you like them. Yep. Thank you. Third and last marriage. Wow. You ought to write a book. Hey, Sarah. I'll tell you good news. This Jeffrey Epstein, this pervert down in Florida, they're really going after him now. These new sex trafficking laws have really nailed some perverts like Art Kelly and Jeffrey Epstein. That guy's going to go away for good this time. I notice they haven't brought up Bill Clinton's and Prince Harry's name. I hope they nail that Alan Dershowitz too. He's another hypocrite. Bunch of perverts. Yeah, big time. It's going to be fun. You know, old brother Nathaniel, if you Google his name, he's on that new video platform that I just applied to. Oh, it's not Harry, it's Prince Andrew? It said in the one article Harry today. Actually, I sent it to a buddy of mine. Yeah, I believe it, Caitlin. Yeah, just getting ready to go work out, actually, and just got talking. Yeah, church. You know, it's funny. I'm not what you would call a religious person, but I've had a lot of good friends that are. Google the name Gulfstream Girl. Gulfstream Girl. I told you about that, Mark. Gulfstream sued her and made her drop the name, but she was a recruiter for that pervert, and they granted her immunity in New York, but they didn't grant it to her in Florida. It's going to be interesting to see if she gets pulled out of the woodwork again, testifies against him. It shows you how corrupt the system is when you had the money Epstein does and how he's been able to evade getting charged with being a total pedophile. Yeah, the problem with spiritual, it's not really a problem, is except you don't really know what it means. If somebody tells me they're a Muslim or a Christian, I know what they're talking about. If they tell me they're spiritual, I really don't. It doesn't really matter, I guess, but it just seems to me spiritual is like, yeah, that's right, Nadia Marchenko. If you look at those photographs of her in the co-pilot seat on that Gulfstream, that's Epstein's pilot. Hey, write that number down for me, will you, Mark? Because I can't call Sarah now, but I will later. Suboxone. I've heard of it, and I know people have had great success with it. No, I wouldn't. I think Trump's probably a pervert, too. Yeah, Sarah, I'll do it. I'll give you a call tonight. I can interview you on the phone. And do you want me to upload the interview or just conversation between you and I? Oh, okay, private. That's fine. Is that pronounced Suboxone? Yeah, I'll do that. I'll give you a call tonight. Yeah, I think you're right, Alexandra. I think you're right. Yeah, they have methadone programs. Why is that, Caitlin? Why didn't it work? Yeah, I spent a lot of time in South Dakota. Deadwood. Oh, really, Carrie, huh? Oh, wow. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'd like to do that. Huh. I bet it's hotter than hell out there in South Dakota now. That's another ignored culture. Indians. Oh, really, Sarah, huh? I know a college professor from the University of Illinois that used to make trips down to Chicago to get methadone. Interesting, Alexandra. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting, Caitlin. Oh, wow. You know, that one conversation I had, I don't know if it was off camera or not with Kelly. I never really knew about a person being dope sick. And she kind of explained it to me. It was interesting. That withdrawal is difficult. Oh, you are, Sarah. Okay, look forward to talking to you. Oh my God, it's going to be that hot here tomorrow. 92 or something like that. High humidity. This is the calm before the storm. I hate it when it's that hot. I'm in front of the health club in West Branch, Michigan. This is the main dragon town right here. There's the health club back over there. Yeah, I'd like to do that. What's the temperature out there in South Dakota now? It's got to be 100, isn't it? It'd be fun come out there. Yeah, I'd love to do that. I'd do that. I haven't been out there in a while. Oh, raining and hailing. Wow. I'd love to interview some American Indians. 97, Caitlin. Wow. Yeah, shit. That's what we're going to have. Not quite that hot, but yeah, bipolar weather. You know it, Sarah. Yeah, New Orleans too. That's one place I'm interested in. 98. Thanks, Mark. I lived in Orlando for a while. Yeah, it is miserable. Yep. Caitlin, you got to get out there and start doing some interviews. Appreciate it, Mark. Yeah, I do. Samson, I think it's a S7. 102, forget that. Yeah, thanks, Sarah. Yeah, I didn't like living in Orlando. I really didn't. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I used to have like the latest phones, but I just got sick of them. I never used most of the features. I mean, I just started remembering to put the phone horizontally. It is a lot better. Now I'm actually about 170 miles north of Detroit, Alexandra. You should, Caitlin. That'd be a good time. Oh, that'd be great. So, Sarah, you're American Indian then, right? Oh, that'd be cool, Sarah. Navajo? Oh, okay. Yeah, I look forward to that. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I hate Facebook. I don't want to do Facebook, Instagram, Google Hangouts, none of them. I'm surprised I do YouTube. I think it's just because I like photography and video. No, I'm the same way, Caitlin. I'm the same way. Yeah, that'd be cool, Sarah. Yeah, it's a dog. Yep. Yeah, I hate Facebook. Oh, thanks, Caitlin. Yeah, just hang out, pretty much, Sarah. Yep. Just fucking around. Yeah. I mean, I do like interviewing the girls, but I got to move on to a plan B now because Detroit's it's about over for me as far as going down there like I used to. Oh, that's great, Sarah. Looking forward to it. Yeah, I'd do that, Caitlin. I like to do that. Get out there in the fall sometime. Yeah, I think interviewing Native Americans, that'd be great. Just get the straight scoop. I don't think we get it in the media. That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, I will, Caitlin. Sure will. Yeah, I'm with you, Mark. It really is. That's one thing you got to give old brother Nathaniel for credit for. He could really pick apart the bullshit media. Yeah, I'd like to see inside a reservation. I'd like to just hang out there, like see what its day-to-day life is like. Ah, Sarah, my pleasure. I appreciate it, Caitlin. I'd do it. I'd like to come out there. Okay, that'd be good. Yeah, thanks, Demorse. Oh, okay, that's good. It's nice to see the Indians getting some, being able to afford expensive lobbyists with their casino revenue. They're buying back all the property that was stolen from them. Oh, wow. Why don't you use Red Bear? That's a cool name. Hey, Sarah, what do you think of these Major League Baseball teams using a logo like the Cleveland Indians and stuff like that, and these college mascots, the Seminoles? You have any problem with that? Do you think it's good or bad, or what are your feelings on college mascots and professional sports teams? Say hello. Yeah, I've read that there's alcohol problems. I know they have drug and alcohol problems up in Traverse City, Leelanau County. I mean, disproportionate for the population. Oh, really? What video is that, Demonors? No, Caitlin, I haven't. Is that like a boo boo show? Yeah, I'll check that out. Oh, okay. Well, we've covered a lot of ground today. Hey, Zach, how's it going? I was thinking about you this morning. Now, they ought to have a noise tax, if you ask me. Yeah, I'll do it. I really think there needs to be a noise tax. One on fireworks and two on motorcycles. I mean, I see adult men sit at this stop light down here and rev their engine on a motorcycle. What in the hell is wrong with them? Looks like that car is going to get pulled over. I mean, why do motorcycle guys do that? Adult men sitting at a stoplight on a motorcycle revving the engine. I mean, what the fuck? It just doesn't make any sense. That's like something you do when you were 16. Yeah, you're probably right, Mark. You got to see some of these clowns in the health club where these. Daisy said, "So what?" Oh yeah, I'll bring Daisy. Say hi, Catherine. Say hi to Catherine Dazer. Do that. There's our load of crack cocaine coming into town. Drugs is a big problem here. Yeah, Mark, you said it. Ann Arbor. All right. Oh, no kidding, huh? Yeah, I avoid that art fair like the plague. No, I can look it up, Sarah, but thanks. I'll probably stay at the Motel 6. Leave the light on. Is that Motel 6? The light on for you? Leave it on for me at the Red Roof Inn, too. Hey, Steve. Camp outside? That'd be cool. No, I don't think they're bad. We'll leave the light on for Daisy. Daisy's flying the flag today. 3 of them. You know, now I'm understanding now why my reading comprehension and logical reasoning is off. There's 3 flags, not 1. Yeah, she's a good dog. Yeah, West Branch, yep. Hey, Kmart Radio. Pretty good, how you doing? I'll watch these people are going to look. I think they're freaked out on videotaping. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, wind's cropped up a little bit. What time is it? It's got to be about 2:15 or so. Two 2:40. Wow. Oh yes. I was just thinking of that last night, man. This texting and driving. There was some big accident. At least my phone's not overheating today. Oh, it's buffering. Sorry about that. No, that's the way to do it, Caitlin. It really is. Oh, you're welcome, Music Master. Yeah, I had a Raspberry Pi. Yep. I fooled around with it. It's kind of fun. Oh, that's cool, Sarah. Zach, are you fooling around with the Raspberry Pi? Oh wow, Sarah. I had fun. I fooled around with him for about a year. I mean, it's so rudimentary that you basically cap out what you're going to learn early on. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to screw around with. There's a million versions of them. I got a couple good books on Raspberry Pi I can send you if you want. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not really practical. I mean, you can go out and get a smoking legit computer. Why would you get a Raspberry Pi? It almost seemed like it was for kids to me. It's like a little do-it-yourself put-together computer, Cheney. Yeah, I'm on here. I'm on videos on here, Sarah. That's all right, Caitlin. Yeah, I think maybe you have ADD. Yeah, mini computing system. Well, I fooled around with it like 5 or 6 years ago, so I'm sure it's come a long way. It's kind of neat how you can use different languages, programming. Okay, Sarah. You're fine. I'll tell you my life story when you can't sleep. Yeah, it was all right. It is pretty pointless. I think it is. Indian tacos. I never had an Indian taco. What's in it? That's what I say. Just get a laptop. Yep. You could do it, bagel. You could do it. Fry bread. I've never had it. Well, bipolar and ADHD. Yeah, they thought I was bipolar, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm having problems with a graphics card. I've been dicking around with this guy on eBay right now. I hope it's in the mail today. Yeah, I never had Mania. Yeah, I'll Google it. Well, I think I'm going to go and finally work on. I'll leave this phone playing though. It ought to play forever today on a cool day where it won't overheat. So you guys are welcome to stay on and chat. Have a good day. Thank you. It was a good time today. No, I haven't, Zach. Nope. You stay there, hon. You stay there. You stay there, hon. Talk to you guys later. Stay, hon.
Thank you.